Well, we are here at Palatine Hills Estate and Winery doing exactly what you're supposed to do at a winery, cheersing and drinking wine. But I've got some special people with me today. We're talking about the TD Tailgate Party that's coming up on the 17th. And I've got the Grape King, Ben. Ben, how do you become a Grape King?
You're chosen by fellow farmers, your peers, and the 65th Grape King in Ontario. So
it's a pretty big title.
Yep.
This is nice.
Very honored to be part of the industry and the growers and represent everybody as a whole, the wineries and fellow farmers.
Okay, and I've got Johnny and Charles with me as well. We are standing in their beautiful vineyard. They're brothers, they're owners of Palatine. You guys got picked. That's a really special honor to host the tailgate.
Yeah, it is an honor. I don't know if Ben really meant it to be an honor. I think maybe he just didn't want 1,800 people showing up at his farm, so he said we're neighbors. Actually, no, all jokes aside, one of the best things about the grape and wine industry is we do support each other and we do share. Ben and I and our families have been sharing farming equipment for a long time already. And so it makes it an easy choice to just share our property, and we're happy to do it for Ben and our neighbors.
Well, I think it's really great that you guys have been here for so long in the history. Charles, do you want to answer, or do you want Johnny to answer about the 1812?
It doesn't really matter. So basically, we have a little bit of history here being in Niagara-on-the-Lake. The War of 1812 happened in Niagara-on-the-Lake, as you know. The way we fall into it is during all the farming and going through the fields, we found a lot of artifacts from cannonballs, musket balls, even a wine spigot to go into a barrel. So we're deeply rooted in Niagara-on-the-Lake and the history that follows.
That is super cool. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be having a good time. Of course, this is all about the jazz festival and the wine festivals, and it's going to be a huge party coming up here in Niagara-on-the-Lake. And it really feels like it's just days away. So we're doing some prep, beautiful bottle of wine. What are you guys drinking?
Cab Franc from 1812. That's her label. And who doesn't like a good barbecue, some meat, some smoke, everything, right? So come on down, enjoy it. And we're having a great time with us, our neighbors, fellow farmers, everybody who's here to support our industry, the Niagara region, and Ontario wines.
All right. There's lots more coming up on Morning Live from the winery. Stay with us. We are back at Palatine Hills Estate and Winery. I'm being joined here by one of the owners, Johnny, and the Niagara Grape and Wine Festival is such a huge event. I'm sure every single year you guys are involved in it one way or another, but this year hosting the big tailgate party. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so our neighbor Ben Froese was chosen as a Grape King, and he doesn't have a large enough open field to to host about 2,000 people. And we share equipment, and he decided to ask us, and we said yes. And yeah, we're very, very excited to have this opportunity to promote the Niagara region and all the great wines that we produce here.
Speaking of which, you've got two beautiful summer wines here. What are we drinking?
So first, I think we can start with our Ramblers, the Chiller. It's 100% Sauvignon Blanc. It is fermented in stainless steel, no oak additives. And yeah, very fresh, very refreshing, crisp, and easy drinking wine. Yeah, we can start with that. Do you want me to pour you a glass?
Can't say no to that.
All right. All right.
It looks beautiful. It's got a great color.
There we go.
And this is something
Sorry,
people...
I can't talk and pour at the same time or whatever, so.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, that's lovely. It's very crisp.
Yeah, very, very easy drinking. It's got a really refreshing acidity, which really pairs well with a lot of foods. And, served chilled, that's what we call it, the chiller. It's perfect for a patio.
And what's this one here? This is a
This
rosé.
is our Lakeshore Rosé. It's a rosé blend, so it's made of predominantly Riesling and a little bit of Merlot to give it that color, more of like a blush style wine. It has a good acidity as well, but a little more sugar for those who have want a little more sweet wines and a little more rounded palate. But again, this pairs well with very many foods. I mean, we've got strawberries right here, strawberries for the rosé, asparagus flavors for the Sauvignon Blanc. The Sauvignon Blanc actually has asparagus notes in it, so that goes pretty well. And this has strawberry notes.
Oh, I love how you're kind of pairing the food with the wine. Of course, a
Well-
lot of wineries do that, and it's nice that you can have snacks at your winery as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, who doesn't want to eat and drink? That's what the summertime's about, right?
It's true.
That's what the whole TD Tailgate's about.
It's true. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, again, delicious.
Yeah, super, super crushable.
Okay, well, the Niagara Grape and Wine Festival is coming up. Ability to get to the tailgate party. How do people get here?
So you're going to want to go to their website. I don't know exactly what the website is, but you can Google that.
That's okay. I'll find out.
Yeah, for sure. And there isn't much on-site parking, but there is an auxiliary parking lot where they'll be shuttling people to and from.
Amazing.
So it's going to be very safe. You won't have to drive. Everybody wants to have a responsible evening.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be, I think, over 20 different wineries here, lots of different vendors, music, tons of food, and beautiful atmosphere.
Yeah.
The vineyard this time of year really looks amazing, and so
Yeah.
we're looking forward to hosting as many people as possible.
Excellent. Okay, well, coming up, we're going to hang out with Jen, and we're going to be talking about cocktails, and of course, we're going to be talking about food as well. So make sure you stay with us. Best wines for brunch. They go hand in hand, really, Jen. I think they do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bubbles and brunch?
Yeah.
Does it get any better than that?
I don't think it does. You're going to be focusing on some cocktails, what we can be drinking, what we can be adding to emphasize the greatness of brunch in the summertime. You're from Niagara Benchlands, and what do we have here? We've got a big selection.
We do have a big selection. So focusing on, best wines with brunch, brunch cocktails. So, in a lot of cases, one of the things that we love about brunch is that it's such a wide range. It's a white space for creativity for the chefs. Anything goes. But when we talk about wine pairings with such a broad range of food, we have to think about not everything goes. We want to choose wines that are real powerhouses of versatility. So that's one of the things that we love about some Niagara sparkling and rosé wines is they're just so versatile. As a sommelier, people ask me often, what are my favorite wines? And it's always, for me, sparkling and rosé.
I love sparkling. Sparkling is my favorite, too.
I mean, not only are they celebratory and feel-good wines, it's hard to be grumpy while you're sipping sparkling and rosé. But they're so food-friendly and versatile and made in such a broad range of styles, which, across Niagara, we've got exceptional styles of both sparkling and rosé that we're really proud to showcase.
Okay, so which ones are we going to be showcasing today specifically?
Okay, so we'll start off with bubbles because
Everyone loves bubbles.
absolutely. Great. So I'll just move this out of your way here. Great. So this is Henry Pelham, and this is their Cuvée Catherine. So they were real forerunners in sparkling wine here. This is made in the traditional method, so using classic grapes of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. And they've also followed the time-honored tradition of naming their sparkling wines after the matriarch or widow in the family.
Oh, I love that. So nice.
It's a really nice way to pay homage to, the strong women that are often at the helm of families and businesses. So, cheers.
Crisp, yet not too sweet.
Absolutely. It's really elegant. It's a style that, sets the benchmark for excellence here in Niagara.
Okay, and you've got a special cocktail, too, that you want us to try.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Cocktails, wine cocktails are becoming really, really trendy.
Huge.
One of the things about them that's fantastic is that, unlike spirit-based cocktails, which we love as well, wine-based cocktails are lower alcohol. So that's a great thing when we're thinking sipping in the sun, brunch, poolside, any of those types of things. So for the brunch, we're going to be looking at some cocktails that are wine-based. We're going to just toss this behind us, not because we don't love this wine.
We're watering the grass.
That's right. Great.
That's the best.
Okay. And we're going to look at some rosé as well. So we'll use rosé-based cocktails, but rosé is fantastic on its own and in cocktails. It's actually the fastest-growing wine category.
Okay. So we'll add how much?
We usually do about 3 ounces of rosé. It's pretty as well.
Might not be a little bit more of 3 ounces, but that's okay.
That's okay. That's okay. We're not driving today. Okay, so one of the great things about wine-based cocktails is you can really anything goes. So seasonality, look at what's in season. In Niagara, we're really blessed to have so much beautiful produce. So, whatever's in season, we want to think about what we want at the end of the day. If we want our cocktail to be savory, we might look at adding thyme or rosemary, maybe a little bit of bitters. If we're looking at something that we want to be fresh and summery, then, we'll throw in some berries and just top it up with some sparkling water, keep it really simple.
Okay. All right. We've got about 30 seconds left to kind of finish this off. So let's see what we can do in that time.
Great.
I love the fresh fruit aspect.
Yeah, absolutely. Super simple. And the great thing about these is you can batch make them for your guests, or, better yet, you can pick up a summer discovery pass and let our winery partners make them for you.
Oh, see, now that is the way to go. So it's all about pairing specific drinks with your brunch throughout the day. The Niagara Grape and Wine Festival, of course, coming up throughout the region. We're going to be talking more about that, and we're going to head inside and check out some yummy treats from a couple of chefs. So stay with us. Lots more coming up on Morning Live. Joining me now is Dorian, who is the Executive Director of the Niagara Grape and Wine Festival, and we're talking all about the big brunch that's going to be happening.
We are. I cannot wait.
It's exciting.
It's exciting. It's been 3 years since we've been able to host it.
Oh, it's about time.
And we chose a beautiful lakeside venue this year. So not only are we going to have amazing food and wine, but we get to sit and overlook Lake Ontario.
Oh, I don't think it gets any better than that.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
And the chefs are really involved in this year's presentation.
They are. It is not just an amazing brunch. It's a brunch battle.
Ooh.
So I'm a huge fan of Top Chef. And my
Okay.
dream is to do a Top Chef event in Niagara.
That's amazing.
So that's what inspired the brunch battle. So here are two of our participating chefs, Andrew McLeod from Bolete and Jess Stone from Fireside Drive.
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us.
They take the battle pretty seriously.
I
So
guess.
chatting with them, they're like, we're practicing like crazy, getting ready for the battle.
Let's see what you got.
So I thought what I'd do is have them do a little quick competition while we talk.
Okay.
Doing a brunoise of a shallot. So while we finish up, we're gonna
I don't even know what that
So
is.
it is a very fine dice.
Okay, ready.
Yes. All right, on the count of three. 3, 2, 1, go!
Get your shallots ready.
So it's gonna be super fun, but essentially we have 8 chefs that are paired with wineries, and they're
Okay.
gonna be pouring either sparkling or rosé that you talked with Jennifer about in the
Yep.
segment. And every single guest tries all 8 dishes.
Oh.
And then at the end of their tasting, they go around and vote for whoever their favorite is.
That is excellent.
It's super fun. So we have Kiln Kitchen actually is donating all of the kitchenware.
Oh, that's
And Elle
great.
Gourmet Magazine is gonna come, and so they're gonna be our celebrity judges. So we'll have a judges prize and the People's Choice Award.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Now,
Yeah.
is the judging and the voting anonymous?
It's anonymous.
Yeah,
you get like
so
a little
Andrew
coin.
can't find out that I did or didn't vote for him,
I
right?
know. Oh, because
He-
you never know what he'll do to your food, right?
That's the thing. You don't want to mess with a chef.
And it's an amazing menu we've got. We've got everything from, we've got like a tartare steak and eggs. We've got something sweet where Jess is actually doing a brioche French toast.
Oh, delicious.
We've got,
Perfect
it's
for
absolutely
brunch.
incredible menu. Incredible
Yeah.
menu. So,
Okay, so I know you
Ooh,
wanted
Jess.
me to try. Oh, yes, Jess.
Fantastic.
Oh, but look it. I don't know. Andrew's might be finer.
Yeah.
That's very fine.
Yeah.
But I think
So-
we'd get you in on the challenge too and have the 3 of you compete to quickly chop some chives.
Okay, how many do I take?
Just take a little, you can take the smallest handful and we're gonna make Chef
Okay.
Andrew hand over his chef's knife and do it with the paring
Okay,
knife.
there you go. Pass them down. I'm gonna have to do it on an angle here. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
I'm
Jess,
ready.
grab a quick little handful.
Let me grab a little paring knife too.
Oh, that's,
fair.
okay.
Oh, I love that. Thank
So
you
whoever
so much.
gets through them first wins. On the count of 3, 2, 1.
I'm scared. I'm gonna cut my finger off. Oh, gets through them.
All the way to the end.
Oh no!
It looks like you're winning, Emily. Done, she wins.
Horribly, they're done. But look at that.
Well, we didn't specify a brunoise for this one, so it's
Yeah.
we're gonna call this the rough chop competition.
No one's gonna want my chives. No one's gonna want to garnish their dish with my chives, I don't think.
I will.
Aw, you're the sweetest, Jess. Thank you so much. Well, we have had a ton of fun here today. Thank you so much for having us. Niagara Grape and Wine Festival. Don't forget, the tailgate party is happening on June 17th. And when's the brunch?
June 25th.
June 25th, and you can get your tickets online. This has been amazing.
Thanks
you
for
so
coming.
much.
It's been great.
I'm going to see if I can finish up these guys so people actually want to use them.